want smoke, dog. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Exit.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Wild Bill.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Don't get nervous.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Check it.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hatchet. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shot.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Pretty move. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Check. King. Check 25.
Kill. Out. Watch out.
Hurry.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 58 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, Mike 7.
Mike 2. Hey, they scared. Mike 2. Watch 2. Check pass. Showing it.
Hey, alert 33.
Now Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Tight end's right.
Real.
Mike 2. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 2. Watch 2.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Yeah. Check. Five.
Now Gordon on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Second and 11 at the Browns' 17-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 or. Hey, Steve 6.
Second and 11. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
We got 4.
They'll look to throw here. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Haywood.
2, Mike, 2. Here we go. Mike, 2.
Pistol.
Watch 2.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
He's coming. Double up.
Hurry.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Alert!
At the 43-yard line.
Mike 2.
Hurry!
Mayfield looks to throw. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out and picked up by the Chargers.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry, hurry!
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check, 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 check.
Run, run, run.
Watch twist, watch twist. Switch, switch.
6-6, pull it high. Hurry, hurry!
Check 24, check 24.
Hurry, hurry!
I got him, he's mine, he's mine, he's mine. Check 99, check 99.
Hurry, hurry!
A run for Nick Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Man left, even, 4 down, even.
Kings, Kings, Kings!
Mike 2.
Smooth!
Man. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
Mayfield to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, orbit!
2, watch 2, watch 2. Watch the run,
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Ready.
So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got Gordon open, completes it. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check
2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sione Taki coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
3 bud.
Hey, shoot!
Right there, 54, right there. 54 Mike.
Look at me, zipper!
Mike 54, Mike 54. 65.
Ready!
Looking to throw, eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Go! Bravo!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight dog, tight dog. Regular.
Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Ready? 10 over.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Chopper. 5.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play.
You better be afraid of me. Now, on the ball.
Let's go.
Hey.
Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
53, Mike. Hey, keep it. Hey.
A toss play, Gordon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Badgley's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Hey, watch it, watch it. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Run. Check 13.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, alert 33.
Throwing, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is caught inside the 5. That one good for 37 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon stops short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, as the first half is winding down. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game.
Let's go, fellas.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 29, Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Check. Lucky. Watch Twix. Watch.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Give me that ball, defense.
Switch.
Pistol.
Slam. 36.
Hurry. Let's go. Like 2. Watch.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Watch twist.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Flare. Kings. Choose the mic.
Watch the run.
Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Touchdown, L.A. Marcus Johnson, 37 yards. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Chubb. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Mayfield looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will get the football at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Watch the safety creep.
Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And Lobo. Mike. Hey, tight down. There you go. Get it.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Check 53, Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. He's checking. Crack.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. A first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, tight.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And this will go out of bounds, and my goodness, he didn't even get that thing to the 30.
Ready to break.
Mike, 54. I got you.
Hit it.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 7
Ready.
and
60
11
Pittsburgh.
at the Browns' 29-yard line.
Ricky.
Shoot.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
Big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
she needs. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.